Hey guys, today I'm going to share with you a quick tutorial how to use Chartloop to accelerate your revenue or sourcing. So let's jump right in. The first thing to get started is you're going to put in the account that you want to search their department org chart. So I come in here into the tool and I have here on the top left corner the Add Company button. And let's say I want to search a company by the name of MongoDB. So I put in MongoDB's URL, and then I am prompted with what department I want to search. So I have here a whole bunch of different departments: sales, marketing, IT, engineering. So I'm going to choose sales, hit create. Right now there's a quick load time, and within 30 minutes you'll get populated with their sales team. So what you're seeing here is their sales team. So just to get a little overview of their we see there's over 560 people. We can see here a nice breakdown of all the different titles there. Now, as we see, this is a very large, even though this is only a mid-sized company, there's over 500 people here. How do I navigate around here? So we have a bunch of filters that allow you to do that. So first of all, you could start with, what level within an account you want to see. If you want to see only the very senior leadership, you could hit on the senior leaderships, and then we get up to the level of a CRO, SVPs, VPs. Right, then we have options of going right a little lower down with that, and to the level of directors or then the whole team. Right, directors will give me a few hundred of them, and the whole team will give me the whole team of over 500 people here. So, and now the other very strong lever that we have for filtering is by geography, right? So if I wanted to look, for example, at the Houston, Texas office for MongoDB, right? How many? I could see a nice count, right? So there's about 96 people there, and then by doing this, I can really zoom in closely to see exactly what's happening there. We see here we have Sean Andrew, who's the SVP. If I click on his the social link here, we see there's a link to his LinkedIn profile. If I open this up, it will pop up his LinkedIn profile, so you can look him up. Then we can see there's right everybody else reporting into him. There's various directors, teams of account executives. We can see here because there's a lot of AEs. They're on the same level. They're all bunched together in the same boxes. So we have that. The first thing that we have in terms of Chartloop is zooming in and out, right? So using your I'm on a Mac laptop, I can use my trackpad to zoom out or to zoom in. If I'm on a machine that has a mouse, I use the wheel to spin in and out. So that allows me to nicely see the org chart, especially if it's a very big one. The other thing which allows me to navigate the accounts is the search. So for example, if I wanted to search here a person, I know there's a person by the name of, or V, for example, if I want to search VP, right, I could see right away there's Sean as an SVP, or by name, I could search by, say, Dan. There's a Dan here. So that allows you to navigate things very quickly. So that's the first step in terms of kind of seeing the account and filtering. The next thing I want to show you is the editing options. The first thing is you can drag and drop quickly here. So the result that you get here with Chartloop is typically around 85% accurate. If you wanted to change the representation of who reports into where, so for example, I'll take this Jeff here, and I'll say he reports directly into Sean. So I'll just drag him over Sean, and it highlights red. Drop him here, right? It changes the representation right away. The other thing I can do is I could right click here and say there's a person missing. So I can click on edit block, and then I have the option to add a person, and then I'll put in their name and title, and they're going to be added here. The other thing is I can join two boxes. So if two boxes are separate, let's say Jeff and Sean are on the same level, so to speak, I would press on Shift, grab Jeff and hover him over Sean, and then poof, they join them together. So you can do with the other ones. So you can really shift this kind of the last mile on your own based on your knowledge of an account. The next thing I want to show you is color coding, and once you have an org chart, how do you put this into into some sort of plan to act on this, whether it's for talent sourcing or it's for sales. So if I right click here, let's say go to Sean, right, and I'm going to right click on them, I have a whole menu here of different highlighting options. So I'm going to make some color codes here based on who the decision maker is, who the buyers are, who some of the influencers are. So for example, the SVP, I'm going to define him as orange. And then because he's let's call him the economic buyer, then I'm going to say Kendra and Kelly here are green because they're existing customers or existing users. And then let's say this whole box of AEs is blue because these guys are on the same level. And my opportunity is to influence them next. So that way I can build for myself a little plan. Right. So I quickly tagged, right. I'm able to create a and put this in the action. The next step I could go beyond this is actually put some not just the color coding, but also action tags. So these closely reflect the MEDDIC sales framework methodology. So for example, I can say that Sean here is the economic buyer. Some of the other ones, these guys are are champions. and right, some action items of who I want to contact. Let's say these are not contacted yet, so I mark them to contact, and these people have already been contacted and met, so I can create these tags for them. Now, what if I want to actually create a deal board? So I'm working on an account and I want to really create a real action plan. So I could take, right now I'm within a pretty large sales department, over 500 people. All right, we're just focusing on Texas. So if I zoom out to all geographies, we can see there's a whole bunch of people. But let's say I want to take these people and create their own deal board. So what I'm going to do, right, this is a zoom out. If I zoom back in for a moment, back to Texas, here I will highlight the people I want to work on my board. So I'm going to press Shift, and then I'm going to click on a whole bunch of people. Let's say this whole top layer, and then I right-click that, and I have here an option of Add to a custom board. So I click that, Add to a custom board. In this case, I called it a WH training deal, and I click Save. I've already done this. I'm going to just show you what I pre-populated, right? So here on this training deal, what I created is a board which is composed of a few different departments. So first of all, there's this whole section of the team from Texas, which I just show you, like with Sean Andrew, and the different tags, the different color coding based on whether they're influencers or buyers or distractors. But then I also wanted to combine a few people from marketing and the COO. So these guys actually came from the marketing department, and the marketing department, you can see for this account for MongoDB, I pulled a few other departments, like the marketing department, the C-suite, and then I pulled a few names which are relevant to my deal. I marked them gray, and then I have here a whole board which I use to work and to create my deal. This can be super useful for creating an account plan, whether it's on sales or for customer success. Now, the last step I'm going to show you here is how to actually take this out, and if I wanted to export this and use this in other systems like a CRM or a sequential tool. So I come here and press on Export, and then it downloads for me an Excel spreadsheet. I can also take out a PNG if I wanted to use this in QBR. We also have an option for pulling out the LinkedIn links. And then if I open this spreadsheet, I'm going to be able to filter exactly whether they are a champion, whether they're a buyer. And then, for example, if I want to drop them into different sequences or campaigns, this is a very, very good way to start building your account plan. So that's a quick intro to Chartloop. The last thing I'm going to show you here is with large accounts. We looked at a mid-sized account, but if we looked at a really large account, let's say Citibank, which is quite a sizable bank, what if you don't want to just when you hit on creating an org chart department in Chartloop, it creates for you a chart which starts from the level of director and up, especially at a massive account like this one, which has thousands of users. If you want to go all the way down to the rank and file, you have that option. The way to do that is you would go into the account name here on the top left corner, and you hit on the button here, and you'll have an option when you scroll down. If you have this option, order extra depth. It's a premium feature that you're able, for example, in the bank, like currently the top this IT department has almost 2,000 people. If you wanted to go all the way down, there's probably another 10,000 people. There is the option to do that. You can do it there, or you guys can reach out for some more info. Have a good one, and happy chart looping.